Hello, everyone, and welcome to America. On November 14, every single year, I have a big celebration in my life and in the life of my family. On November 14, 1988, I came to United States of America as a political refugee from communist Romania. So, in a few days, I'm going to celebrate another year in America. You make the calculation. Welcome to America. This is Virginia Prodan. I am the host of Courageous Leadership with Virginia Prodan, which airs every Wednesday and Saturday at 10 o'clock Central Time on Spotify, Podbeans, Apple Podcast, Edify Podcast Network, and of course, you can watch it on our YouTube channel. We are so grateful for each one of you being here, and we are so grateful that all of you every year are celebrated with me and my family another year in America. Welcome to America. What a wonderful invitation. What a wonderful welcome. I had seen America being changed a lot, and in many ways, not to a positive trend, not in a positive way. We all say welcome to America, and we want America to be the America of freedom, the land of opportunities, and a land of prosperity, the land where we will be free to worship God and to honor Him in our lives, at our job, at our school, in our business, in every area of our lives. I remember coming to America and receiving a very special, not only invitation, welcome to America, but a small notebook saying, welcome to America. We want you to succeed. They said in the message, America to me, because when you succeed, America will succeed. And it's so true. The pamphlet, also the notebook, also said, we love for you to learn English and to manage English so you can find a job and even create a business on your own and not be on the welfare. What a change. What a change we can see in America today. Immigrants from all over the world, legally or illegally, come to America, and they are invited to be on welfare. They have no idea that those immigrants who are maybe running for a persecuted place or from a crooked system, when they accept the welfare of this government, they, after all, accept to cut off their wings and depend on government. Refuse, learn English, learn from me, learn English, do your best, find a job, and build your life with the skills and talents that God gave you. I learned English, not as fast as my children, but I learned English. I went back to law school because I was a lawyer in Romania defending human and religious rights. And you can read more about my life in my book, Saving My Assassin. You can find the book at virginiaprodanbooks.com/product/book. And you can find that not only I defended Christian and human rights cases, like I said, I learned English coming to America empty-handed, not knowing one word in English, not having friends, not having money, a single mother with 3 kids. And I went back to law school, and this time at SMU in Dallas, Texas. And I opened my own law firm. I published my book. Tyndale published my book, but I wrote my book, and Tyndale House Publisher published my book, and I go and speak in many places. I'm the host of Courageous Leadership with Virginia Prodan Podcast, and I also train and coach many people to rebuild their lives and to live a life of significance and success. Because when you invest in yourself and you invest in others, you will live a life of significance and success. My kids came to America not knowing English, my girls, and from November to May, they moved from English as a second language to honors classes. Later on, my first daughter graduated from SMU like me. My second daughter graduated from Harvard Law School, and my son graduated from United States Air Force Academy. This America, yes, welcome to America, the America that gives each one of us opportunity to rebuild our lives and to do the best with the skills and talents that God gave us. So if you're an immigrant or if you are an American struggling, look at the skills that God gave you and refuse to depend on government. You will be a puppet in the government's hands. Read my book, Saving My Assassin, because a government who has too much power, it's a government who will bring socialists and communists to America and to any country. And with that, socialists will take away your freedom to worship God, because we'll replace God with the government, the freedom to speak freely, to build your business, to guide your children, and to have control of education of your children and control over your life. So refuse to be controlled by the government and use the skills and talents that God gave you. It is possible. If an immigrant like me, now knowing English, not having any friends when I came, not having any money, was able to rebuild her life and the life in my children, also successful and honoring God. Today, you can do it too. I assure you that you can do that. I had seen America going the wrong way in so many ways. And it's time for us to be involved in the education of our children, not only at home, but at school, and make sure that our children's life are not controlled by the government. You can be involved in your children's education from younger age, be part of a school board, make sure that your voice is heard, and be part of their education. Build leaders, not followers of the government or victims. Yes, it is possible. If a political refugee like me was able to do it, you can do it too. If you are not happy or you cannot find a job, and in those circumstances, with inflation and everything that is going on around with this government who has too much control, and because we gave this government too much control, it's time to look around and see what kind of skills and talents you have and what kind of business you can build by yourself or with others. Make sure you go to church every single Sunday and be part of the church and be part of the community of Christians and be an influence and a light there. Make sure that you support your pastors and people working at church that are preaching the gospel. And if they don't, make sure that you approach them in a godly way and you point it to them. And if they don't listen, it's time for you to find another church that honors God and preaches the gospel. not pastors, because we have now pastors in America that will promote abortion, that will promote their own interest, and we have to pray for them first. We have to make sure that by praying, we ask God to change their attitude. But we also have to be aware that as they will be accountable to God for what they are doing and how they guide the congregation, we are also responsible for where we remain, in kind of church we remain, the one that honors God or the one that doesn't honor God. So it's our responsibility. That parenting, it's important. Going to church, it's important, and our action and our voice there. Building our own business, and if you want to do that, or if you want to remain wherever you are employed, make sure that you are honoring God there. Respect your boss, but honor God. And in relationship with our government, we are the ones that we support the government with our taxes. We are the ones that we elect our representatives. So make sure when you go and vote, and we had the elections a few days ago, but also after election, make sure that you support financially or volunteer your time for those representatives, and make sure that you keep them accountable the entire time, not only when you go to vote. It's our responsibility and our voice to be heard in this situation. There are many, many other things that because we as people of America, we and our voice are important. And we as people of America, we can make America, the America free to worship God, America free to build your business, America free and prosper to welcome others in our land, and America that will honor God and make him the center of our attention. I want to mention to you Psalm 94:16. On those situations, and in this situation in our America, that it's a totally different America that we used to know. God is asking you and me, who will rise up against the wicked? Who will take a stand for me against evildoers? Don't look for someone else. Ask yourself, how do I respond to this call in Psalm 94:16? Do I rise up against the wicked? Am I standing up against the evildoers? God will give you everything that you need. You can read in my memoir, Saving My Assassin, how God used me as a tool in his hands, gave me skilled talents, put even people around me, and helped me to be a tool in changing Romania from a socialist country to a democratic country. God uses me today to speak and to encourage people, and uses me to keep America free, to change America for what is going on. So many people believe and think that socialists will resolve their problems. No, not at all. Will create their problems even worse. And more than that, freedom will be gone for generations to come. So in 2 Chronicles 12, people before us said, we are powerless before this great multitude who are coming against us. We don't know what to do, but our eyes are on you. 2 Chronicles 12. You might be in the same situation. You might say to yourself, I don't know what to do. But if you keep your eyes on God, You will hear his voice. You will hear his guidance. This is a way, walk in it. And he will use you and me to change this world back to America, back to honoring God and serving him. In Jeremiah 15:19, he said, if you repent, I will restore you that you may serve me. If you speak worldly, not wordless word, you will be my spokesperson. Jeremiah 15:19. Those are the promises of God that he will use us for his glory to change America. That when we said, welcome to America, will be that welcome to freedom, welcome to prosperity, welcome to your freedom to speak, your freedom to worship God, and your freedom to build your business without government interference. The government is supported by us. We elect our representatives, and our voice should be important. The government should not dictate our lives, but we should be the ones to support a government who honors God and who honors our work, giving us or letting us have the freedom from God to build our lives in the way we want to build, that others will prosper. Remember Proverbs 21:30 that says, there is no wisdom, no insight, no plan that can succeed against the Lord. So if you put your life in God's hands, if you trust the Lord and let him work in you, you and I can be tools in God's hands to change America. America that will honor God, will honor life, not abortion, not killing babies, will honor freedom to worship God, and not let the government dictate when we can go to church or not. America that will give each one of us opportunity to build our business and to honor God, and to create a legacy of freedom that we receive, and give that legacy of freedom and faith and prosperity to generations to come, to our children and grandchildren. I believe in you, American people, and I want to thank you, American people, from giving me an opportunity to build my life back in America and to prosper and to speak all over the world as a speaker, and to encourage you today that socialism is not a solution for America, but God is the solution for America. And God can use you and me to rebuild America to America that we used to have, with opportunity to go to church, to opportunity to have our freedom of religion, freedom of speech, freedom of any sort that the Constitution establishes for us, and not let this government, destroy our freedom and dictate what this government wants. We, the American people, are the hope for America, and Christ in us is the hope of America. I hope together we will listen to God's direction, and we will recreate or move or let God change America to the America that I came in 1988. That when people say, welcome to America, it meant welcome to freedom, welcome to your opportunity to honor God, to go to church, to build your business, to guide your children in the education that God wants you to have for your children, and the list goes on and on. I'm grateful for you, and I believe that we as American people brought Christ, freedom, and prosperity to people all over the world. And today it's our responsibility to bring Christ, prosperity, and freedom back to America. in God's power, we can do it. Thank you so very much for all of you who support Courageous Leadership with Virginia Prodan. That is every Wednesday and Saturday at 10 o'clock Central Time. And we welcome you to listen to our podcast on Podbean, Apple Podcast, Edify Podcast Network, and of course, watch it on your YouTube channel. We love each one of you. We love your questions and your comments, and I hope to see you next time. Don't forget to send our questions and our comments. May God bless you and have a wonderful contribution to make America back to God, full of prosperity, freedom, and honoring Christ. Until next time, God bless you. Bye-bye.